The Halal Times, the voice of Ummah. In a world where many Arab regimes have normalized ties with Washington and Tel Aviv, one nation continues to stand defiant. That nation is Iran. On Sunday, Iran's supreme leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei made it clear: Tehran will never bow down to American pressure. Khamenei, speaking during a religious gathering, accused the United States of seeking nothing less than total obedience from the Iranian people, an expectation he described as a grave insult. They want Iran to be obedient to America. The Iranian nation will stand with all of its power against those who have such erroneous expectations, Khamenei declared. The supreme leader also dismissed calls for direct negotiations with Washington, saying those who advocate dialogue with the US only see surface appearances, while the truth runs far deeper. He warned, "This issue is unsolvable." Khamenei's remarks come at a critical moment. Just days earlier, Iran and European powers, Britain, France, and Germany, agreed to resume talks aimed at reviving nuclear negotiations. But tensions remain high. European states have already threatened to reactivate United Nations sanctions under the so-called snapback mechanism if Iran refuses to return to the table. Talks had already collapsed in June after a devastating 12-day war, during which Washington and its close ally Israel targeted Iranian nuclear sites, sparking outrage and fueling mistrust in Tehran. Additionally, Khamenei accused America and Israel of plotting to create divisions within Iran, warning citizens not to fall for these attempts. He urged unity, calling on the nation to resist what he described as efforts to subjugate Iran. The West continues to accuse Tehran of secretly pursuing nuclear facilities, but Iran insists its nuclear program is purely civilian, aimed at energy and medical research. Back in 2015, Iran signed a historic nuclear deal with world powers, agreeing to scale down its nuclear program in exchange for sanctions relief. But the agreement collapsed when President Donald Trump pulled the US out of the deal in 2018, reimposing sanctions as part of his so-called maximum pressure campaign. Israel, Washington's closest ally in the region, had fiercely opposed the agreement from the start. Netanyahu, in particular, is well known for repeatedly claiming for nearly 30 years that Iran is only a few months, if not days, away from developing an arms program that will endanger regional security.
If not stopped, Iran could produce a nuclear weapon in a very short time. It could be a year, it could be within a few months.
They have the wherewithal, the stored up, preserved knowledge to make a bomb very quickly. If they wanted to do it.
Iran is so dangerous. Weeks away from having the fissile material for an entire arsenal of nuclear bombs.
They're very close. They're 6 months away from being about 90% of having the enriched uranium for an atom bomb.
Iran is gearing up to produce 25 bombs, atomic bombs a year, 250 bombs in a decade.
Ladies and gentlemen, time is running out.
Iran will be capable of producing alone, without importing anything, nuclear bombs within 3 to 5 years.
Israel has always wanted to attack Iran, and they were successful this year by not only carrying out an unprovoked attack on Iran overnight, but also persuading the US to do the same. The war between Iran on one hand and the US and Israel on the other hand came to a stop when Israel realized that they too were facing heavy losses at the hands of Iran, and Iran was not like other Arab nations, which can be brought to their knees easily. The contrast with Arab rulers could not be more stark. While Iran resists, many Arab leaders have fully submitted to Washington's demands, showering American presidents with extravagant gifts. A $2,650 gold-plated camel statue and a set of plates worth over $23,000 were among the items given to Donald Trump and Melania Trump by Arab officials. Saudi Prince Khalid bin Abdullah gifted Melania a $2,000 bowl and frame ensemble, while Egyptian President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi presented her with a $10,000 designer chair. For Trump himself, King Salman of Saudi Arabia offered the infamous 2,650 golden camel, while UAE's Crown Prince bestowed the prestigious Order of Zayed, an elaborate set of jewelry worth between $40,000 and $80,000. From Qatar came the most jaw-dropping gift of all, a $400 million private jet, which Trump defended as a donation. These lavish gestures symbolized a deep submission, a willingness of Arab regimes to buy favor and protection from Washington, even at the expense of their own people's dignity. As the United States and its European allies continue to tighten the screws, Iran makes its position crystal clear. It will never be a servant to American power. Instead, it vows to stand firm, united, and unyielding, no matter the cost. That's all for today. If you found this video informative, press the like button. Subscribe to the channel for more such news content. Jazakum Allahu khairan.